Hi, I'm Mario, and today we're cooking together on Cucinare Italiano. But first, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Ready to make an amazing ragu? Perfect. I'll guide you step by step. Today, I'm revealing how to make a proper Bolognese ragu. It's one of those recipes that, when done right, fills your heart and your stomach. Here's what we'll need. First off, 500 grams of ground beef, a nice, generous amount. If you want, you can also add around 200 grams of ground pork. It gives it an extra touch, but it's optional. Then to add a bit more flavor, we'll need 100 grams of pancetta. Can you already smell that? Now onto the veggies for the sofrito: 1 onion, 1 carrot, and a stalk of celery. You can't make a sofrito without them. You'll also need tomato sauce or peeled tomatoes. About 400 grams works fine. A couple of tablespoons of tomato paste to really intensify the flavor. And here's the chef's secret: half a glass of red wine or white if you prefer. Trust me, it makes a difference. If you want a softer, creamier ragu, add half a glass of milk. I almost always do. We'll also need beef broth to keep the sauce nice and moist. A drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, plus some salt and pepper to taste. And if you like a little spicy kick, a grating of nutmeg adds just the right touch, but that's optional. Remember, the beauty of ragu is that every family has their own version. So if you want to add more pork or use just white wine, go ahead, it's your recipe. Step 1. Let's start with the veggies. Grab your onion, carrot, and celery. Clean them up, then chop them finely. No need to be too precise, just make sure they're finely diced so they blend nicely into our sauce. Step 2. The sofrito. This is the foundation. Take a nice large pan. We'll need the space for everything later. Pour in 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil and heat it over medium. Add the chopped veggies and stir. Let them saute for about 10 minutes until they're soft and fragrant. Be careful not to burn them. We want them to cook slowly and gently. Step 3. Add a touch of pancetta. If you're using pancetta, and I highly recommend it, chop it up finely and add it to the sofrito. Let it cook for a few minutes until it starts to brown and release all those delicious flavors. Can you smell that already? Step 4. Now the meat. Add the ground beef and pork if you're using it for an extra rich flavor. Turn up the heat slightly and cook over medium-high, stirring often. You want the meat to be nicely browned and broken up into small pieces. No big clumps, got it? Step 5. A splash of wine. Pour in the wine, red or white, your choice. Let the alcohol evaporate completely, stirring occasionally to make sure nothing sticks. Once the wine's aroma becomes more subtle, we're ready for the next step. Step 6. Enter the tomatoes. Add the tomato sauce and a bit of tomato paste to really boost the flavor. Stir everything well so the tomatoes coat the meat evenly. Step 7. Slow cooking, the magic of ragu. At this point, add a little beef broth, about half a glass, to keep the ragu moist. Lower the heat to the bare minimum, cover the pan, and let it simmer slowly for at least 2 hours. Stir it occasionally, and if it looks like it's drying out, just add more broth. Remember, the slower it cooks, the better. Time is the secret ingredient here. Step 8. A touch of milk if you feel like it. Halfway through cooking, you can add half a glass of milk. It makes the ragu creamier and helps balance out the acidity of the tomatoes. It's optional, but it really makes a difference. Step 9. Salt, pepper, and a pinch of magic. Now season with salt and pepper. If you're into it, a sprinkle of nutmeg is a great addition. Always taste as you go, so you can adjust the flavors to your liking. Step 10. Let it rest. Don't rush it. Before serving, let the ragu rest for a few minutes. This allows all the flavors to meld even more beautifully. Chef's tip: this ragu is perfect with tagliatelle, lasagna, or any kind of fresh pasta. And here's a secret: it tastes even better the next day, so feel free to make it in advance. Enjoy your meal and have fun in the kitchen.